Alright, but either way, let's go ahead. Let's get back into this. There is one other thing that I think I can do. I have a lot of trepidation just because it's like I don't want to fuck this up. Like, I don't want to fuck it up, but I don't genuinely think that there's anything else that we could do. Ah! Never mind. What the hell? I can't contain my shock as my flashlight lights up an object on the ground. I gather myself and look again. Is this a doll? The object sitting on the bed seems to be a little girl doll. I'm no doll expert, but I can tell that it's more sloppily made than the copy doll. Its clothes are dirty and there are a couple of reddish-black stains on it. This little girl is wearing a mask. Oh my gosh, he was killing the girls and making them into dolls. Oh wow, also. So I... so we... and yeah, I'd appreciate it, right? I wonder what that mask is. It has a beak, so perhaps it's a bird. Who cares? Let's check it out. Well... So, like, I feel like I should mention that way back in the day, back when I was, like, getting, like, first starting to get into dolls, so this was, like, years and years and years ago. I say that like it was just a super long time ago. I'm gonna say 5-ish years ago. Like, it was 5 or 6 years ago. Like, I got so enamored with them that I came up with a, like, I came up with a story where the protagonist was going to have, like, a guide that was made. It was basically a human-sized doll that, because of the circumstances, like, took on, like, flesh and blood. It was supposed to be like a Pinocchio thing. Like, it was a ball-jointed doll, and then, like, it, like, became human-like. And so, like, that was, like, a whole entire thing. Anyone remember that? I remember the episode of Criminal Minds where some lady turns live people into dolls. Well, yeah, it's taxidermy. It's 8/13. I don't actually know what day it is. It's 8/13, yes. And so, like, all of this doll stuff, it's like, oh man, I can't ever really write that story now because it's like, it feels like it's gonna be too similar to this, but I mean, it's a really good story, I'm not gonna lie. Very different, but, like, brr. It's a doll that looks like a girl sitting. Touch it. I try pulling the mask to remove it, but it won't budge, almost as if it's glued on. I ignore it for now and take a look at its clothes. I notice a reddish-black stain there. Well, let's touch it. The reddish-black stain on the doll's clothing. This might be a blood stain. Looks like blood. Maybe I'll give it a try. I let out a breath to relax and press my fingertip to the blood. I hear a sniffling, crying sound. Along with it, I begin to hear a quiet voice. She wants food. Kijima, did you just... Yeah, I tried it out. So it seems, and luck. I heard a voice. The voice was saying famished. What kind of name is famished? It's hungry. Is this some kind of young person joke? No, I mean, I'm saying I have no idea what they mean by famished. I thought it was some kind of wordplay. I didn't understand. Famished means starving. Basically, they're saying they're really hungry. Huh. That's the first time I've ever heard it. Is it from a weird dialect? It's an older word. I'm not too surprised that you don't know the meaning. This must be like a translation thing. They were like, wait. I don't know what a doll would be starving. What? I don't know why a doll would be starving, but that's what it seems to be saying. I have fruit. Take out the dried up fruit from my bag and place it on the top of the doll's lap. The mask makes a sound, and then the mask falls on the doll's lap. Pheasant mask. It's just gonna sit there? I hate this. I can't look at it? Okay. Phone, I'm gonna need you to not do that shit. I hate it. Okay, so we can probably hang masks here. A wooden no mask found under the pillow of the bed. It looks like an old man's face. Part of his worn arm. Okay. Pheasant mask. I placed the pheasant mask on the frame. Not bad. Perhaps it had been hung here. Ay, shit! Just that I hear something move in the hallway. What's going on? I quickly remove the mask, but the shaking won't stop. Ah, crap. We Indiana Jones this place. Oh, would you look at that? Great. Eventually the vibrating stops. The hallway entrance appears at the mud wall in front of me. Whoa, seriously? Bravo! A spectacular turn of events that I never would have expected. And now it appears that we've peeled back the mask of this mansion's owner a bit. What are you talking about? No normal person would build such a thing. A sane person would never dream of it. The owner was possessed by something. It would be appropriate to label them as paranoid. Well, if they're killing a bunch of kids in their house, of course they're gonna be paranoid. I'm almost certain of it. Like, possessed by what? That's what you're going to figure out. No, we shouldn't turn down an invitation. Let's go have some fun. I'm gonna be really mad if this is like one of those the ghost made them do it things. I personally hate it whenever they take something like mass killings and they go, oh, well, this person was just possessed by an evil spirit. No, just let them be a horrible person, okay? Like, just don't try to redeem this. We make our way down the extremely narrow path from the hidden entrance. It's really cramped. This tight hallway must be located between two rooms. At the end of the path, there's another door. Looks like this is our only option. How exciting. I hear something walking on the roof. I don't want to look. They're gonna make me fucking look up on it. They're gonna make me fucking look. Beyond that door. Help! In the door! And I'm shocked to look at the front entrance of the Baroka residence. Daikon, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. For those of you who do not know, my name is Nighty. Welcome to my channel. We're playing scary games. I'm sorry if you came into that. I'm sorry. You fixed your camera? Kind of. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But welcome in, you guys. I hope you like scary games, because I just screamed my head off. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I feel so bad that, like, the first thing that some people probably heard from me was, like, just that. Just the scream. I'm sorry. Welcome in. Nighty needs to iron her green screen, but we're not going to talk about it. Yeah, pretty much that. Most of the time it's still snowing in here, but it's nighttime outside, so I was able to fix it to where it doesn't look awful. Am I not hearing Nighty? Hello. Hi. Oh. Thank you. No! I'm so sorry! I just... And here we go. I'm sorry. I heard Nighty screams just fine. Oof. Thank you, Falling. I'm sorry about that. I have that in place for macros and stuff. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. Thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for singing in, you guys. I'm sorry if I'm a little, like, not super. I just screamed my head off, so I'm trying to collect myself a little bit, because I just screamed really. I think I woke my neighbors. But yeah. But yeah, so we're basically going through a visual novel. It's a scary game. I like scary games. I like them a lot. So we're just kind of going through it. Well, I say scary games. I like scary stories. So we're going through a scary visual novel that has jump scares in it, because why not? Yeah, I just oh yeah, that one got me. I knew it was coming, but I thought we were gonna see the ghost. I didn't think that a different ghost was just gonna fall down on my head from the ceiling, so it scared me. I opened the door and I'm shocked to be looking at the front entrance of the Miroku residence. Oh. What? Well, that's quite the surprise. I don't understand what's going on. Is something like this possible? I mean, I don't believe it either, but it's actually happening. Hold on a sec, keep calm, chill out, and take a look around. What I noticed next is that the secret door I thought we opened earlier is now closed. Everything else seems to be the same. Why is the entrance to the secret passage closed again? I'm not sure. I have a number of half-theories, but I can't say for certain. I'm positive that we entered the secret passageway and opened the door. Did something happen the moment we went through the door? That thought gives me an idea. Hey, we entered the door located at the front entrance, right? So what happens if we try to leave? I see. You want to do the opposite of what we just did. Yeah, if we end up back at the secret passage by doing that, I really do not want to think about it, but doesn't it seem like we'd be stuck in here? Yes, that would appear to be the case. We'll never know unless we try. Let's try going outside. I rush to open the door, and once going outside, I see the unchanged Morocco residence once again. Ah, seems like we've escaped the worst possible scenario. My goodness, what a relief. Bon, our lookout, looks at the two of us and looks confused. What are you two doing? Yeah, you see... I just trapped it all away forever with the falling ghost. I retell what happened when we went through the secret passageway. I can't believe it. You're not pulling my leg, are you? Piecing all the information together, it seems that when you enter the secret passage, you enter a different Morocco residence. A different Morocco residence? How is it different? I'm not sure. Could be in a different time situation, just some specific state. We travel to a Morocco residence in a different state by entering that door, is what I mean. If we had to come up with an explanation, that's the hypothesis that makes the most sense. Assuming that you're correct, how is that even possible? There are some extremely powerful curses and thoughts that sometimes cause phenomena like this. Stairs that take you to the same floor, or an intersection that leads to the same place. That sounds like... Yeah, that sounds like the first game. The stairs that take you to the same floor, that was the Love Hotel one, and then the intersection that leads you to the same place, that sounds like when we were driving and trying to get away from the... I forget her name, but the ghost with the phone, with the bride ghost. I don't remember her name. But But Japan doesn't have states. Lol. These are examples I've heard from someone who actually experienced them firsthand. I don't believe that at all. But I guess I have to since it's actually happening. The googly-eyed friend goes. If we're experiencing this phenomenon, then it means that there are great dangers ahead. Are you going to continue investigating? I'm fully prepared to face these dangers. I've gotten through it up until now. This is nothing. Attaboy. That's the one thing about you that I like. Alright, then let's continue our investigation. Okie dokie. Well, so long as we're not missing anything, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save. Just... Can we go forward? What happens if we go this way? Is the doll still there? The doll's gone! The moment I enter the room, I hear something from the back. Is that a boombox? We already... I hear the button being pressed once again, and the noise from the tape stops. I hate it here. Nope. Nope. The doll's gone. The doll is gone. I'm not searching that room again. I refuse. Dang it. It's a boombox. It looks like a pretty old one. Taking a look, I see there's a cassette tape in the boombox. I eject it and notice that it's labeled A. Again? It's an important clue. We have to listen to it even if you don't want to. Oh great, more screaming people getting their limbs chopped off. I totally want to hear this. I rewind the tape and press the play button. And immediately, a shuddering voice echoes. Ah, more screaming! A girl screaming fills the room and then it finally goes quiet. We hear silence for a bit, then... Don't worry, it's just your legs. I'm knowledgeable in treatment as well, but now... Yeah, don't worry, it's just your legs. You don't need your legs to live. The man's calm voice is cut off by the tape stopping. I double check to make sure the tape's done, and then eject it. Great! That was excruciating. Yeah, seriously. The screams are buried in my ear. Why are just your legs and knowledgeable in the fields treatment important? I mean, he probably knew how to cauterize the wound and treat it properly so she wouldn't die. So it probably is Moroku because he went to med school. That being said, that's definitely a pretty... Thinking about it, the owner of the mansion, Yakumo Miroku, was aspiring to be a surgeon. Is the male voice on the tape Miroku? Probably. Just throwing it out there, it's probably him. I look over and notice that there's another cassette next to the boombox. It's labeled Tape H. Why is this here? Maybe I'll hang on to it. Tape H. I mean, can we play it? I'm gonna save before I try to play it. Because they didn't play it immediately, so this could be like a trick. And if I play it, I die. I press the play button, but it only spins the tape. It doesn't seem like it's going to play. I wait for a bit. There was no intention that the phone was going to ring. Nothing happened, so I take out tape H. Also, the game kind of... as their limbs are being cut off, as well as the calm voice of what seems to be Yakumo Moroku. So, like, they literally spoil what's on the tapes if you read them. So, great, more scrums. That's what I need. Like, I don't need to put it in the tape because the info box... Hi. A doll again. I know this doll wasn't here before. I'm starting to be convinced of Rosé's theory about the other Miroku residents. Taking a look at the clothing it's wearing, I can see a light stain on the abdomen. Well, I guess we're gonna touch it. Maybe I'll give it a try. I slowly breathe out and bring my fingertip closer to the stain on the clothes. Yes, use our psychic blood powers. 10 out of 10. I'm hearing what sounds like crying again, and from afar, a girl's voice saying, okay! This time I hear words I can understand. Cold? Is that what she was saying? We have Blanky! Yeah, I heard it clearly this time. Cold and Mom. Unfortunately, I don't see a heater here. If we can't do anything about it here, then we'll just have to carry her somewhere we can. We're carrying her? Carry the doll? Yeah, sure. She's cold? I mean, we can probably take her to the bedroom and put her in bed. I hate it here. Guess I'll do it. Here we go. Steady myself and carry the doll. It feels heavier than an actual child. Careful, dolls won't help you lift them. It'll probably feel heavier than a... Yeah, I noticed, Rose. I noticed. Makes sense. Yeah, it definitely feels that way. Alright, now the question is, where should I carry it to? I carry the doll. You can't investigate while carrying the doll. Okay, cool. Let me try to put her on the bed. Thanks, Rose. You're so helpful. Entering the bedroom, my eyes immediately shift toward the bed. Those blankets are obviously high quality. I'm sure she won't be cold in that. Alright, there it is. I'll lay her down on the bed in the back. You move the blanket aside. As you wish. Okay, here you go. I lay the doll in the sheets and place the duvet over it. Now, let's see how she feels. She shouldn't feel cold anymore. Let me ask her again. I put my fingertip under the blanket. I hear a crying voice again, and that voice. She wants her mom! Well, Rose, I hope you've got some maternal instincts. Get in there. It's no use. She's saying the same thing. Oh, wait. I realized that I was overlooking something important. Mom. Huh? I think she wants a mother? Well, don't look at me. You're closer than I am, right? Well, the doll definitely isn't satisfied. Now what should we do? Rose, hug it! Like, just give her a hug, Rose. Jeez. Doll seems to want a mother. Hey, Rose. Sorry, but can you handle this? Rose grimaces. But I have an image to uphold. Sorry, but we really don't have time to care about things like that right now. Fine, but only because you're my disciple. I know I'm the one asking you to do this, but what are we supposed to do here? Essentially, we need the doll to feel some motherly warmth. I think an imitation of breastfeeding would be best. I don't know. I feel like the size of that doll means that the girl was probably weaned. I don't... Yeah, Akira's like, I don't know about this. Wait, seriously, you're gonna... No, I'm not going to actually feed it. I'll just sleep next to it and lull it to sleep. Just like mothers do. Here, like this. Slipping under the blanket next to the doll, Rose speaks to it as she rubs its head. Oh, you must have been so scared. It's alright now. Mom's here with you. There's nothing to worry about anymore. The scary dream is over now. Hush now. Go to sleep. I hear a clack from the mask. Hey, Kijima. Rose crawls out of the blanket. She's holding a dog mask. Yay! It just came off on its own. Maybe this means that the doll has been released from her thoughts. Now that she mentions it, I remember the mask coming off on its own when I gave the doll fruit. Yeah, maybe. Oh, and there's this as well. A hand towel? What's this? It was wrapped around the doll's mouth. I assume it must have been used as a gag. The screams I heard in the tape replay themselves in my head. I pick up the doll from the bed. Rosé helps me, and we put it back in the living room where it was originally. Ah, yes. Hate it here. Alright, let's put the dog mask on the wall. Like the pheasant mask, it appears to me it's meant to be hung on something. I place the dog mask on the frame. Once again, the entrance to the secret passage appears. As expected. If our working theory is correct, there should be another Miroku residence ahead. That's right. Come on, let's go. As we thought, the door in the secret passageway connects to the front entrance of the residence. The entrance doesn't look any different aside from the passageway entrance being closed. Okay, cool. 10 out of 10. Hello. When I enter the room, I hear the sound of someone knocking on the front entrance door. Who's there? Is it Bon? No, he has a cell phone. Let's go check, just in case. Hello. Going outside, Bon is standing around and being a good lookout. What, looking for something? No. Hey, did someone come by just now? The hell? What are you talking about? I mentioned the sound I just heard. Kind of felt like someone was delivering the mail or something, so I came to check just in case. Well, obviously nobody's been here. If the knock was that loud, then I would have heard it too. You didn't hear it? Nope. Well, considering everything else going on with the place, there must be some sort of reason. Maybe you should take a quick look outside? Yeah, I'll do that. Someone delivering the mail, you say? I'm just gonna look around and see. Any ghosts? Any creepy ghosts? Nope. Click the mailbox. Digging around, my hand bumps into something. It's a cassette tape labeled S and a sparkler. Okay. I understand the tape. Why is there a sparkler in here? Looking closer, I see scorch marks on the tip of the firework. Looks like it was lit, but the flame went out before it reached the end. Well, the obvious answer would be harassment. He probably didn't talk to his neighbors much. I see. Well, I found a new tape. Cool. Wait, what about the H tape? Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Never mind. Tape A is the... I don't actually remember. Let's try tape S. I put tape S in the boombox. I press the play button and let out a sigh. There's a long period of idle sounds and then a scream along with a loud noise. The sound makes me gnaw my lips. I never thought it'd be so stressful just to listen to screams. Well, I mean, the whole entire point of screaming as a response is to make you unsettled or to throw you off. So, like, that's literally the function of screaming. It's a defense mechanism for a reason. The girl repeatedly screams, "Give it back." I don't want to imagine what she wants back. Soon the scream grew distant, and I hear a man's voice once again. No need to worry, it's just one arm. Let's take our time and cut it while I treat it. The sound cuts off here. Was there, like, anesthetic back in the day? Like, when was anesthetic, like, invented? Because it sounds like he's doing some sort of a experiments. I think I finally understand what this man was doing to these girls. It's clear from the other tapes that he'd been cutting off the hands and legs of the victims. He's even saying, while I treat it, so... He's not trying to murder the girls. So he has to have some objective that's making him cut off their arms and legs. They used to just get you really drunk or really high? Jesus. I don't get it. Why the hell would anyone need to cut off the arms and legs off anyone? Obviously, this isn't a question that any sane person can answer. It's met by a suffocating silence. Let's continue investigating. I get the feeling that we're approaching the answer to that question. An early form of anesthesia was first used in Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston by Dennis William T.G. Morton and the surgeon John Warren on October 16th, 1846. 1846? Dang. Get some whiskey and buy a rag. Okay, well, there's not a doll in here, so let's check the living room. That's unnerving as hell. I hate it. Found another unfamiliar doll sitting in front of the coffee table. Here we go again. Something about this doll immediately jumps out as different. Is this one naked? This doll doesn't seem like it's wearing clothes. And just like the other dolls, there's a red stain on it. Okay, so let's touch. I have clothes on me, so we're probably going to give her the uniform. Maybe I can hear this doll's voice. I take a deep breath, move my fingertips toward the stain on its back. I hear some sniffling and crying. Then I begin to hear a quiet voice. They never make this easy, do they? I think the voice I heard was saying, I want to go to school. But how would I make that wish come true? I mean, here. Put the unisex kids sailor uniform, complete with a unique collar. It goes well with both pants and skirts. Time to go to school! We got a school uniform. I take out the sailor uniform and put it on the doll. I'll help. Putting the clothes on a doll ends up being a lot tougher than I thought. Working together, the two of us finally managed to push the hands and legs through. My goodness, a stylist job is exhausting. It's probably tougher because the heavy doll isn't helping us at all. I step back and look at how it turned out. The ticking of the clock and silence continue to drone on and on. That's weird, nothing's happening. Is a school uniform not enough? Well, we didn't take her to school. Seriously? I don't want to think about taking this doll out of here and taking it to a school. The closest school is pretty far from here. Well, I'm out of ideas. It'll take me a while to come up with something else. Looks like Rosé has given up. I don't really think the Bond's gonna have any ideas, but... Can't investigate this with your current partner. Change partners at the entrance. It really does feel like Bond was the go-to here. Either that or they're really making me change partners, even though I just want to keep Rosé with me. It's like, we'll do the entire chapter with Bond later. Alright, Bond, you're up. Hey, so how'd it go on there? You're currently teamed up with Rosé. Want to switch partners? Yeah. We're gonna switch to Bond, we're gonna do this thing, and then we're gonna switch back. Because I want to do things with Rosé. Alright, Rosé, you're on lookout.
問題ない.
No problem. Just leave it to me. Au revoir. We'll see you both later. Alright, let's go. I love her dress. It's so pretty. Alright, Bond, what do you make of this? The doll continues to stay silent, mask still stuck on his face. What more can we do to grant this doll's wish of wanting to go to school? Hey, Kijima, sit next to her. Huh? What are you talking about, old man? Listen, shut up and sit down. Also, I'm not Bond. From now on, you call me Mr. Bond. You got that? Bond sensei?
Huh?
Nani? Say what? Though it feels ridiculous, I sit down next to the doll as Bond ordered. Alright, let's review what we learned in our history lesson last time. So, when did Columbus make it to America, Kichima? What is the answer? Columbus sailed the ocean blue in good old... It's 1942? 1842? It's either 19 or 1842. I don't fucking know. The Columbus shit is bullshit anyway. I deleted it from my memory because nobody... Like, everybody always attributes Columbus, and that's a big-ass fucking lie. The whole entire thing with Columbus is such bullshit anyway. Who cares? Yeah, it's 1842 also. There's no way it was 19... The 40s was like... The 40s was like a whole thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's like World War II. Listen, I'm tired. Yeah, I was gonna say, 1913 was around the time where the First World War, like, was considered a world war. 1492! Okay, never mind. That's the reason why I got it wrong. I mixed up the letter. I mixed up the numbers. I mixed up the numbers. Look, all of the numbers were there. I just fucked up the... I just have math dyslexia. Listen. I got all the numbers right. They were just all in the wrong place. Whatever. Thank you. 1492. 1942. Obviously, fucking 2194. Duh. Columbus hasn't done that yet. Bond, pretending to be a teacher, calls on me like I'm a student in his class. What the hell? Something about the ocean blue. Oh, right, it's 1492, right? Good. I'm glad you reviewed what you learned. Alright, next question. I'll ask you. Bond points at the doll and throws out a question. What year was the Emancipation Proclamation signed? Oh, shit. Why are they American questions? This isn't an American question. It is an American question. Yeah. Like, localization. That's dumb as hell. See, here's the thing about American history. I don't fucking remember any of this shit. I haven't had to know this crap since I was like a wee. I think the last history class that I had was, literally my freshman year of college. So I was like 18. I'm 30. Give me a catch me a break. It's been a long time. It's been 12 years since I had to, like, remember this shit. However, the doll continues to stay silent. Fine, I guess I can help keep this going for a bit. Yo, Mr. Bond, don't you think that question's too difficult for an elementary schooler? Oh, good point. My bad. You're doing a terrible job as a teacher. What did you say? You runt? That's no way to talk to a teacher. What kind of teacher calls a student a runt? Jeez. That's it. Come here, you little... Oh, you want to fight, you fraud? I feel like guys, I feel like this is derailing. I don't know what kind of school. I don't know what kind of school we're running here, but you're literally just sitting here like, fight me, you fraud. Someone call the principal. Then, the next moment, Headmistress Rose, help! With a clack sound, the doll's mask comes off. Hey, did you just see that? No way, all it took was a half-ass act like that? Whoa, what are you talking about? That was a class lesson no matter how you slice it. I was teaching my ass off there. A lot of you know I've got a teaching license from my college days. Me? I wouldn't trust it. Me? I was teacher certified for a while. Pretty sure nobody wants me teaching their kids nowadays. Well, as it happens, you don't count. Anyway, it worked. You should show me some more gratitude. That being said, in the States, you have to renew your certifications, so probably can't, like, just walk into a school nowadays, but... Hey, there's something else on the floor. Shining light around my feet, I see. Hard shoes. I don't know about the shoes, but the mask is probably for... Yup, probably. Let's give it a try. Alright, well, we got the mask. We're gonna go out and get Rosé, though. Because, like I said, it's all about Rosé here. I love her freaking dress. Her dress is so nice. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I want Rosé.
問題ない
Like, they're really making me swap partners in this one. Nighty would be higher teaching against the Columbus sailed in 1942. Listen, I had the numbers right. I just switched them up. I genuinely, like, whenever I thought about it, I was like, wait, 1942, those are the 40s. I literally, like... Or 2194. Like, I got the numbers right. I just swapped them around and didn't realize how dumb that sounded until I thought about it. Alright, so we need the monkey mask. I placed the monkey mask on the frame. Hit a rocket. The entrance to the secret passageway appears. This is the same as always. I wonder if the interior is the same as well. Ow. Ouch. I feel like Rosé was trying to imply something with those words. Let's just be careful and move forward. Oh! I hate it. I step into the secret passageway and immediately notice something strange. I am noticing several something stranges. Hey, is this... Yeah, I hate it here. The walls are covered in red streaks that look like someone was cleaning off a brush. Is this blood? Oh! Okay. Looks like it. It seems like a situation that calls for your special abilities. Right. Someone just got jam everywhere, it's fine. I had just finished adjusting my breathing, so I reached toward the section of bloodstains. A scream shrieks down directly above our heads. It's even more high-pitched than the one at the entrance, and it hits me like a lightning bolt. My vision immediately goes white, and all strength drains from my limbs. Please don't scream, please don't. I don't want to, like, Serene. You weren't here for this earlier. If you thought that Kumitaro was bad, just wait till you hear this thing. I have to move immediately or I'll die, but I still have the strength to escape. What should I do? Escape using the door behind. Fuck! Well, so much for that. We gotta get out of here. Make our way back somehow. You ready, Rosé? My voice will ever be heard over this, so I yank on Rosé's hand so we can try to escape. But our knees are shaking so badly, the best we can do is fall forward. Ah! Claps to the ground again. Rosé brushes my hand aside. Rosé's voice doesn't reach me, but I can read lips. Leave me and go. No, I will never do. Lukewarm liquid gushes out of my ears. My sigh rapidly darkens. The screaming recedes into the darkness. Oh, shit. Okay, then. Let's try that again. I don't know, drop to the fucking floor. Get away from, because if she's on the ceiling, maybe we need to get down to get away from her. I don't know. I feel like if we try to go to the door, we're just not gonna make it. Fall on the floor. Okay, good. This is why we don't piss off demons. No, I don't have enough strength to escape. Then I should choose something that'll let me stall death for even a second longer. I hold my head and fall on top of the big blood stain. Then, is it a memory from that blood? My blood matrix activates. Oh God. The screaming voice disappears and I hear the high-pitched cry of a bird that sounds like it's communicating with others. Scream back! We gotta scream back at it. Was that a crane cry? Screech at it! It wants a friend! The friendly cranes were calling out to each other. If that's the clue to stop the sound, then what should I do? Scream. Make Rosé scream! Play my ringtone! Make Rosé scream. She's got a higher pitched voice than we do. I feel like if we scream, it's not gonna sound like a crane. Hey, Rose! Rosé! I tell Rosé to scream through the gestures. Scream! Pretend you're a bird! And scream! Aha! It looks like my message gets through because Rosé rears back and screams. However, I can't hear it at all. Damn it, I guess this is it. My despair turns to resignation and then my consciousness leaves me. Same as me. That's all I hear as I slip into darkness. Yeah, it's literally screaming so loud that it's bursting our eardrums and melting our brains. An unknown amount of time passes. Someone's voice brings me back to my senses. Are you awake, Kijima? I take a second to gather my senses. Did the screaming stop? What are you talking about? Yes, it stopped. Thanks to your advice. And well, also thanks to my voice training. I never knew I could scream so loudly. So that means, I see, so we're saved. Unfortunately, this is neither heaven nor the river Styx. We're still living out this current life. As long as I'm alive, I don't care. Yay! Anyway, I look up at the ceiling of the passageway. That scream came from directly above us, right? Yeah, it's what it felt like. I guess that there's a room above here. But it doesn't look like there's a ladder hidden anywhere. Cough, cough, cough. Hey, you alright? Yeah, it's nothing too serious. I just strained my throat from all that screaming. I watch Rosé rubbing her throat. I can tell she has yelled herself raw, which is to be expected after belting out a scream like that. I never expected that I would have to match a crane's cry with just my voice. Some pieces mimic cranes with a shakuhachi or kokyu. Shakuhachi. What's a shakuhachi? What's a kokyu? Google! But I never heard it done vocally. Shakuhachi is that flute made of bamboo, right? Ah, okay. Bamboo flute. What's a kokyu again? Akira's literally me. What? You're a high schooler, so what crude comparison could I give you? It's like a Japanese violin. You pluck the pulled strings with a bow to make sound, so it's very similar to the violin. I see. I'll keep that in mind. Yes, please embrace knowledge. I also hope your desire to learn will be reflected on your next report card. Let's get back to investigating. Yeah, we're still running out of time. The other Moroku residence should be just ahead, right? True. Well then, let's go. Oh, okay. Just as we thought. The secret passage connects to the front entrance of the Moroku residence, but the entrance here is an obvious difference to the front entrance from earlier. Hey, look. There are more of those frames. I see. This is starting to get interesting. Let's get the mask out. At that moment, the cell phone vibrated. Right, it's almost... Pity, we're out of time for tonight. Hey, it's me. Time to get out of there. Alright, let's go back. This is pretty good for today. Let's go. Okie dokie. Hey, Bon, we're back. Hey, Rosé, what's wrong with your voice? What happened? You rocking out you're rocking out or something? Kijima, I'll leave this one to you. I'll explain how he saved us. We tell him what happened in the mansion. The 3 dolls and the 3 tapes and the screaming in the hidden passageway. That scream again, huh? Yes, but this was worse than before. It was trying to kill us. This may seem rude to Rosé, but I'm really glad I didn't go with you. Squawking like a bird just is a... So if we'd brought Bond, we have to... Now we definitely have to go through this again. Just so that way we can see Bond attempt to save our asses. If it was you and me, we'd probably be dead right about now. Well, whenever we do Bonds, we have to at least try with Bond, lol. Hey, give me a break. I'm not dying an unsatisfying death like that. That's for me to decide. Getting back to what we uncovered tonight, those 3 tapes are fascinating. Each one recorded a man dismembering a girl as she screamed and pleaded. What a grotesque hobby. However, he didn't seem like he was just a sadistic deviant. He sounded pretty calm and kept saying things like, I want to make it so you don't die. He also seemed to be very knowledgeable about what he was doing. So it's pretty likely that Moroku's on the tapes. Before he became a children's author, he wanted to be a surgeon. The dots connect? If I recall, Moroku wrote horror-themed fairy tales. I'm quite curious to see how he tied the dismemberments into his work. I'm absolutely fine never knowing the answer to that. I've read some of his major works myself, but there wasn't anything as weird as that in them. I don't know about his other books, though. Most of his stuff is out of print. It seems we'd be more likely to find his insanity and inquisitiveness in his minor works, then. Hey, Kijima. From what I heard from Bon, your aunt's also a horror novelist. You don't mean you want me to ask her about Yakumo Midoku? She might know some dark tidbits that only someone who traveled his circles would know. We wouldn't know unless we try. See what happens when you ask her casually. Alright, it's up to you. Alright, enough chatter for today. Time to split up. Getting called in for questioning would be a real pain. Alright, it's all up to you, Kijima. Au revoir. I say goodbye to them and return to Kisoji Station, heading over to the Black Rabbit. I wonder if Aunt Natsume will be there. Oh, Akira. What are you doing here at this hour? Her cheeks are looking kind of reddish and her eyes are cloudy. She must have had quite a bit to drink. Natsume. None for you. You're underage. Satomi would glare at me from heaven. I don't want to talk about my mom. I'm assuming Aunt Natsume's a better mom. I don't have any good memories of my life with my real mother. Ouch! Oof. I mean, Aunt Natsume seems like a good mom. So, I mean, shit. Like, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but, you know. I feel like Aunt Natsume, at least, seems to be a good mom. She was nice enough, but she couldn't hold down a job, so we lived in poverty. Until Amanome helped find me a part-time job, there were even days where we didn't eat. Anyway, there's something I want to ask you. Do you know an author called Yakumo Midoku? Huh? Where'd you hear that name? A friend of mine's interested in him. I think you might know him since you write horror novels. Oh, is that so? Yes, I know Moroku well. I loved his books when I was younger. Natsume starts talking without me having to lead her much, probably because she's drunk. Nobody could deny her the right to occasionally drink her pain away for at least a little while. Moroku used existing fairy tales as motives to build his own horror books. Did you know the Grimm's fairy tales originally had some horrible scenes in them? The famous story of Cinderella is no exception. I mean, Cinderella's actually not the worst one when you think about it. Wasn't the original story, like, of Cinderella that, like, there was no fairy godmother. It's like she cried on a tree like every day, like watered it with her tears or some crap. And like whenever she couldn't go to the ball, like pretty much like birds showed up and like gave her a dress and like slippers, and she was able to go. And when she lost her shoe, didn't the stepsisters, like, I think one of them like chopped off their toes or something so they could fit their foot in the shoe, and then the other one chopped off their heel so that way it could fit in the shoe. And then like when Cinderella tried it on, it was fine. And then whenever the stepsisters were gonna go to the wedding, I don't know why, like the birds that like watch over Cinderella like flew in and like pecked their eyes out or something. Okay, never mind. I guess that's pretty dark, but nothing bad ever happened to Cinderella, really. Aside from the fact that, you know, she had a pretty shitty childhood. Yeah, that. Also, the slipper wasn't glass, Natsumi. The slipper was gold. They were gold slippers in the original, not glass. Her stepsisters cut their feet to try and make the gold slipper fit. Hey, they cut their own feet? Yes, that's right. Even if they were doing it to try and marry a prince, that's some serious resolve. It's probably just coincidence that she chose that particular example. But after listening to those tapes, I didn't leave me with a good feeling. When I was a schoolgirl, I was obsessed with Muroku's dark fairy tale series. He put some bold, dark spins in Japanese folktales, just like the Grimm brothers. His unique settings and descriptions earned him a lot of passionate fans. He's pretty amazing, huh? Yes, in some sense, he's a genius. Because they're children's stories, they have an informal style, and yet they're so realistic. His descriptions of bone, flesh, and blood were so vivid, it sent chills up my spine. These were kids' books? You don't say. I'm sure Moroku knew a ton about bone, flesh, and blood. Moroku studied medicine before he became an author. I'm sure he was influenced by that, sure. It's pretty weird for a doctor to become an author. His family might have pushed him to become a doctor against his wishes. A lot of his relatives are important members of society. He himself hated worldly things like fame and money. Her father goes on a journey and asks the daughters what they would like him to bring back to them. Obviously, the stepsisters command jewels and the finest clothes. Cinderella simply requests he returns with the first twig that hits its head. Fallen, I know the story. Like, that's the reason why she was called Cinderella, was because of the cinders thing. Like, I think that there's even, like, a part in the story where, like, the evil, like, the stepmom, or maybe it was just the sisters, it's been a long time, where, they were like, well, you can only go to the ball if you, like, pick up all the lentils out of the ash, and, like, they threw a bunch of lentils in, and so she calls upon the birds, and the birds come in and, like, eat all of the lentils, and then, like, she's like, she dumps more in there, and it's like, ha! It's like, well, there's more lentils, so try again, and then, like, well, the birds do it again. And so eventually, like, they just get so pissed that they, like, rip up her clothing so she can't go to the ball. Like, I was like, why even try? Like, how she... Like, so I'm intimately familiar with the original stories, so... Yee. Badass birds! Cuts off her toes and the other heel so they can both fit in the tiny glass slipper. The prince is notified by the little doves that there's blood on the shoe, and they finally discover the true owner is Cinderella. Fat ass birds. Is that enough background on Moroku? Yeah, that's enough. I didn't think you know so much about him. He was my inspiration to become a horror novelist. But I have to say that Satomi was much more passionate fan of his than I was. I remember that she'd go to great lengths to learn more about him. My mom was that interested in him? I thought Yakumo Moroku was a total stranger, but now I'm learning he's surprisingly connected through my aunt and late mother. Is he our dad? We've been talking for a while now. You should get home. Is he our fucking dad? Oh, don't answer that, but you're gonna stay here long? Yeah.
going to lie down in the back, after all. I'll be busy first thing in the morning. Good night.
She gets up and walks unsteadily to the inner door, disappearing behind it. I lock the front door to the Black Rabbit and start walking home. As I stroll down the dark roads, I pray that Aunt Natsumi can get some sleep. I have a theory. Because they're dolls, right? They're cursed dolls and he was looking up things. What if Kakuya is like his magnum opus doll? Because we've already established that Kakuya is a doll. And now we've got like Yakumo Miroku like kidnapping kids and like cutting off their limbs and like doing experiments, and there are like all of the dolls that are in his house. So like I have a feeling that Kakuya might be one of his dolls, because remember what she said about NG when we asked? She goes, "That's me and Daddy's secret. If you figure out what NG is, I'll have to kill you." So it was her and her father's secret. The father would probably be the creator of the doll. So wouldn't it make sense if that was Yakumo Miroku, and if he was doing that, like if he was able to create Kakuya, then it would stand to reason that he had some crazy ass powers, maybe. Like, so maybe that's where we got our magical powers. I think he's our dad, y'all. I'm spitballing here, but like, I love how I'm going off, oh, but your mother was super interested in him. And I'm like, oh my god. He's our dad. Well, it's because why the fuck would they make... Yeah, Kakuya is a doll. We've known Kakuya was a doll from the very beginning of this. Why is it always dolls? My thoughts exactly. Really? Demand why? A text. Alright, let's see what it says. How are you? It's D-Man. I've prepared your next riddle. Feed the souls of triplets to the monster that consumes souls. What? The souls of triplets to the monster that consumes souls. So we need to put 3 things into 1 thing. Maybe a photo booth? Something that consumes souls. Let me check the photo booth. The souls of triplets to the monster that consumes souls. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm just gonna literally be looking at everything. Souls of triplets. Big crack in the shutter. Electric meter's barely moving at all. Okay. Something's gotta be rotting deep in the gutter. Manhole's a little rusty. Dirty mailbox is full of dust. I'm literally just the monster that consumes souls. Convenience store. This poor employee is probably like, why does he keep coming in here? just like, there's 3 here. I searched the trash bins by the convenience stores. Damn it, what the hell am I doing this again? Light catches on to something in the trash. That's gotta be it. In each of the trash bins, there's coins mixed in with the trash. I got 3 coins. Photo booth? I gotta put 3 coins into a photo booth, maybe? I'm gonna save just in case that's not what I'm supposed to do. I enter the booth and insert the 3 coins into the slot. Then, suddenly the machine whirs to life. Wait, what the hell? Stepping out, I find a card in the picture pickup slot. I lower my gaze to the writings on the card. Southeast of Tokyo, at the end of the island chain, is an island made up of 100 tiny islands. An island made up of 100 tiny islands isn't on any map. It's called Rabbit Island. Currently uninhabited, the factories and ruins there indicate people had lived there previously. The only residents are numerous rabbits, and it's said that travelers and fishermen who visit are welcomed by them. I love that idea. There's rabbits. There's also, like, kitties in one. Upon further investigation, I couldn't find anyone who had visited. When the rumor had spread, or where it came from, official agencies gave me the cold shoulder. Thanks to Mr. K, the investigation has made significant progress in recent years. His family used to supply the military during the war, mostly with antiquities. The only living items are around 10 rabbits Mr. K's grandfather raised as a hobby. What the military did with them is unknown, but soon after the war, the family received a request to retrieve them. The letter only had a map with an X marked through a patch of ocean. Mr. K and his grandfather had always thought the rabbits had drowned along with the warship. Rabbits. But I realized something when he showed me the map. That's right, it was the location of the rumored Rabbit Island. Things got strange after that. Mr. K, the ex-detective, and I decided to head to the last of the Izu Islands with some assistance. Now that I think about it, Mr. K had a bad feeling about it, which ended up being proven correct. But I won't tell you the source of this bad feeling for now. The island was indeed there, and full of rabbits. We discovered that the place felt frozen in time, and memories of horrific battles remained. Human experiments, cannibalism, atrocities beyond imagination. Made it a natural, Eichmann site. It's slightly different from what you're facing now. D-Man. So this is Kazuo Yashiki, Mashita, and whoever this D-Man person's like. It's like their adventures or something. Like, if that makes sense. Man, he's putting serious effort into this. Guess I'll go home. I solved D-Man's riddle, so I head home, feeling pretty satisfied with myself. Don't look. Like, it literally just said don't look a bunch of times on the... Jeez. Oh. I'm glad I wasn't drinking my drink. Thanks. Man, I'm tired. Who'll be calling this late? Hello? Hey, who the hell are you? Better cut this out. Damn it, it's the one from yesterday. Bet I'll be waiting for a call at night again. May as well take a shower first. You're freaking haunted again! I love how Akira, like Akira just doesn't realize that he's, like, just being haunted. You're being haunted. It's not a prank caller, it's a ghost. Speaking of, do I have anything to drink after I get out? Okay. I'll go in the fridge and look inside. Nothing. I'll go and get something from the vending machine. I have to go get something from the vending machine? The closest vending machine is in front of the cemetery. Sure, let's go to the cemetery and get a drink from... was gonna drink from a cemetery after getting a call from a ghost. We're so smart. I love it here. A ghost is calling about your extended warranty. What should I get? A freaking... a priest? I don't know. A monk? The light coming from the machine is kind of creepy. What are you going to get? Lye green tea, semi-sparkling cola, honey, natural water, nada de coco au lait. That just reminds me of... we're getting this! You wanna know why? Because Amanome would have gotten this. Because this is what he got me the last time. Iron Century water. Nada de coco au lait. It's new cafe au lait product with nada de coco in it. I buy 2 bottles of nada de coco au lait. Okay then, time to head back. As I turn to go, a warm, damp breeze blows past me. Oh, that breeze was gross. Nothing on caller ID, huh? Hello? Damn it, again with the silent call? Probably the same one from earlier. Wonder how they'll react to the silent treatment back. I just start screaming. What's this? It sounds familiar. It's TV static, just like what I heard coming from next door yesterday. Wait, why am I hearing this on the phone? Where's this call coming from? An ominous thought pops in my head, as if they sensed it. The call ends abruptly. I better hurry home. I wouldn't go fucking home after that. Hell no. My fucking light's on! Rushing to my room, I quickly scan to see if anyone's there. There's the lights on. There's no one. Guess that call wasn't coming from here after all. Your bathroom light's on. And it wasn't on. You turned it off. Man, I'm exhausted. Time for a quick shower. Oh yeah, let's go in there. That looks like the smartest idea on the planet. I hate it here. Huh? I forgot to turn it off again? Yeah, sure, again. I hate it here. I hate it. I'm so scared. I fucking... Man, I'm exhausted. What the hell? Is this the neighbor again? We're just gonna run to the neighbor's dick out. Oh, what the f— Also, naked, I think I saw a butt, y'all. I saw a booty. Lol. Guess I just imagined it. I saw a flash of a butt. But I also saw the hand, so. Why is my curtain open? I hate this. Don't look.
Mi Nighty. Mi Nighty. Mi Nighty.
Time to have the drink I brought earlier. Drink my... The au lait tastes good, but most of the nada de coco stuck to the bottom of the can. Oh well. So you shake it. Finally, time to relax. Close your curtains. I think my brother's home. Hang on, let me go see what's up with him. Give me a second, you guys. I mean, we've been going for like an hour and 14 minutes anyway. It's a ghost panic. So I'm gonna be right back, you